Okay, let's go to LGBTQ plus. So what is LGBTQ plus? So LGBTQ plus is an umbrella term for a wide spectrum of gender identities, sexual orientation, and romantic relationships. So let's tackle each letter, no, and what does each letter means. So L is for lesbian. So lesbians, these are females who are exclusively attracted to women. G is for gay. This can refer to males who are exclusively attracted to any other males. It can also refer to anyone who is attracted to his or her same gender. So, sa una, if people consider gay for male to male lang, no? But I think they upgraded the the meaning for the gay nga word, no, or gay people, nga it doesn't just limit on male to male attraction, but it anyone can be referred to that term as long as that person is attracted to his or her same gender. Okay. B is for bisexual. So bisexual is someone who is sexually romantically attracted to both men and women. T for trans or transgender, the term for people who do not identify with the gender assigned to them at birth. So trans woman is an identity label adopted by a male to female. That's for trans woman. Trans people to signify that they identify themselves as a woman rather. So a trans man, on the other hand, is an identity label adopted by females to male. So trans people to signify that they identify themselves as men. Q for queer. So for those who are questioning their identities and are unsure about using more specific terms. So as as you can see here in LGBTQ plus, dili lang siya naglimit sa mga tao nga that are sure of what what do they really like, kung asa po sila attracted, but also they cater those individuals who are unsure of their identities. Okay. And then for plus or plus sign, this is to signify that many identities are not explicitly represented by the letters. This includes, but is not limited to, intersex or people who are born with a mix of male and female biological traits that can make it hard for doctors to assign them as a male or female sex, and also for asexual or a person who is not interested in or does not desire sexual activity. Please take note here. So, social-cultural factors influence the various issues related to sexual orientation and gender identity. Some studies asserted how children's upbringing and social environment influences their developing gender identities. And also another research also discovered that homosexuality positively correlated with urbanization. So the studies surmised that large cities seem to provide a friendlier environment for same-gender interests to develop and be expressed than in rural areas. So people living in highly dense cities are more open to people, especially if you're part of the LGBTQ plus community. Most likely, there are more opportunities for you to be accepted and grow as an individual. Diba, unlike in rural areas, there are still a number of individuals who have difficulty accepting the LGBTQ plus community because of religion or tradition reasons. Okay? Now let's move on to STDs, or the sexually transmitted diseases. So, what are STDs? So, these are diseases or infections acquired through sexual contact where the organisms that cause the STD are passed on from person to person in blood, semen, and vaginal or any other bodily fluids. So, STD can also be transmitted non-sexually, such as mother to infant during pregnancy, blood transfusion, people sharing needles for injection. So, please take note, STDs, dili lang na siya limited to having a sexual activity, but also makakuha ka ani these diseases through blood transfusion kani pregnancy or sharing needles nga naay someone who has also an STD. No, so even though that you are not sexually active, still you need to be cautious of your actions. Okay, for example, if magplan ka nga magpa-tattoo ka, make sure the needles are sterile. So which means dapat bago siya, dapat it's new, and avoid sharing this kinds of stuff. Okay? Wala ta kabalo if samot na if wala ka kaila sa tao. No? So please be careful with whatever procedures that you are planning to do sa imuhang body. Double check if the materials or equipment to be used are all new and safe to ensure your safety. So the Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act of 2012, or RA number 10354, or informally known as the Reproductive Health Law, or what we commonly know as the RH law. So the main purpose of this law in the Philippines is to guarantee access to contraceptive methods such as fertility control, sexual education, and maternal care. So you can have an access of the detailed explanation about the law for you to have an in-depth reading. Kay taas maguni siya. It's widely available in the internet. You can read it on your own. And also, it's already printed sa ato ang libro. Okay? It's good thing for me personally that this has become already a law. If you've been following previously the process of it from being a bill to a law, it has being criticized by some groups, especially the religious groups. So daghag against ani sa paghimo ani nga law. But please take note that it's clearly stated in the law that there are moments that we need to take into consideration, especially the mother's health. Okay, for example, no, abortion is allowed if it can put the life of the mother at risk. Another example also is giving awareness, such as fertility control and sexual education to people that are not ready or not capable to raise a child. So, para in this way, we can control the situation, especially the population, no? And also, ang kanabang the poverty side in the Philippines, lisod na nga dili pa sila matagaan og enough information uh, uh, or dili sila ma-educated regarding this matter, and then magsige sila anak-anak, and then if you can see their lifestyle, ang ilang status nga lisod, so it's better to give them awareness regarding this matter kaysa mapasagdaan, no? Again, this is still a choice sa person or to the couple if they will be practicing the family planning method or not. So, dili man po ni siya pugos as long as um, the government is trying to make this a law para we can give awareness to the people. And that's why po kani siya is also part of your kani nga subject. It's also part sa inyong topic to give you awareness, no? Nga kay wala man may kabalo if ever you are sexually active or not, to give you enough information on how to prevent this sexually transmitted diseases and also prevent unwanted pregnancies. So here are the advantages and disadvantages of family planning. So family planning allows both men and women to make informed choices on when and if they decide to have children. So benefits of family planning. So first, prevent pregnancy related health risk in women, reduce infant mortality, help prevent HIV or AIDS, empower people and enhance education, reduce adolescent pregnancies, and slow population growth. The disadvantages of family planning are the following: birth control health risk, possibility of pregnancy. What we mean by possibility of pregnancy, because later on, we will share to you some mga contraceptive methods, pero um, it's not an assurance nga 100% you are safe of not getting pregnant. Okay? And also pregnancy after birth control.